What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video, guys, I have several news, and I have to admit that they are not so pleasant. Some of them are not so pleasant for the MMTLP community members, and I will show you what I'm talking about within just several minutes. But for now, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. Guys, you can see that the market for now is deeply in red, and these conditions I think might be even worse than the conditions of the COVID times. And because of this, I added a new tier that is Safe Haven tier. For $50 a month, you will have a detailed plan to mitigate the effects of market sell-offs on your portfolio. On top of that, you will have monthly 30 minutes one-on-one Zoom call sessions with me focused on portfolio rebalancing. And guys, all the perks from the Discord access will also be available for you. On top of that, if you want to know even more about technical analysis, Gold tier is for you, where you will have weekly one-on-one training session with me, and we will discuss trading strategies, analyze your portfolios, and you will have a chance to ask me anything about the market conditions. And here is one of the most recent updates in Discord group. You can see that Alexei wrote this on April the 3rd. Good morning, guys. Andrei, I can see the market went down as you predicted. Nice job. I'm short on SPY S&P 500. Could you check how deep it can go according to Fibonacci, please? And here is my answer. The next price target is its previous swing low that was established on September of 2024 at roughly $5,400. Guys, and we hit this price target within next 24 hours. On top of that, you will have a lot of technical analysis on demand. I do it pretty much every other day. And the set of tutorials that I also publish basically on a weekly basis. That is why, guys, it is a very good chance for you to upgrade your skills in technical analysis. That is why, guys, if your portfolio is in red for more than $50, definitely this is the chance to mitigate your losses or even to be consistently profitable. So, and let's begin today's video with this news. Junk Savvy wrote it just several hours ago, and she said, appealant in intercoastal waterways versus trade station, FINRA voluntarily withdraws appeal. And guys, this is this document in details. You can find it on Court Listener, and here is the order. Motion to voluntarily dismiss appeal filed by the appellant Intercoastal Waterways LLC is granted by clerk. And this means, guys, unfortunately, the case that was filed by Mark Basile's firm, Intercoastal Waterways, and where the lead plaintiff is Anna Trades, for now, is gone. Unfortunately, it is not the best news, but yes, some people inside the MMTLP community can say that they knew about this and they know that Mark Basile doesn't have a good set of wins in his litigation processes, but it was another chance that basically fails. And what is more interesting in this case, that Mark Basile didn't post any updates in regards to this news, unfortunately, and it is quite not suspicious, but well, I don't like to see this type of reaction or lack of reaction from the head of the company who filed this lawsuit in order to help MMTLP community. And definitely I would say I'm a bit upset about this. But at the same time, guys, we have a comment from Diligence. And by the way, guys, you know that just recently I started to receive more and more comments in the comment section to each and every of my videos that I'm a paid shill and I'm and I try to push our case down. I try to stonewall any efforts of MMTLP community. Guys, definitely it is not the case, and I'm completely unbiased. I told you multiple times that I don't have any MMTLP shares. That is why, guys, I can tell everything that I want because I don't have skin in the game, and I just want to show you the real story of MMTLP saga, the current situation, the current position, and it doesn't matter do you like it or not. The only matters is that I try to help MMTLP community to see the resolution one way or another. And this video basically proves my words that I'm completely unbiased, and in today's video I will show you more opinions from the side of so-called non-litigation path to the resolution. And Due Diligence wrote this tweet in response to the news that intercoastal waterways basically cancelled this lawsuit. And he wrote, Intercoastal drops appeal, return to the rake cancelled mid-scene. In today's surprise twist ending to return of the rake part 2, police stop fighting things, Intercoastal Waterways has officially dropped their appeal to the 11th Circuit. Yep, it's over, filed, processed and voluntarily dismissed. No oral arguments, no fairy briefs, just poof, gone. Mandate issued, motions moot, fade to black. Let's break it down. After getting slapped down by the district court again for trying to revive a case that was already destined for arbitration, Intercoastal decided to roll the dice and take the upstairs to the 11th Circuit. But plot twist, they pulled the plug. Maybe someone finally did the math on their legal bills. Maybe they realized the 11th Circuit wasn't about to bail them out. Maybe they had a conversation with trade station attorneys that didn't go so well. Maybe they read my last post and cried in the shower. Who knows? What we do know is this: they gave up. This is the legal equivalent of flipping the Monopoly board after landing on Broadwalk with the hotel. Jimmy Ray Powell knows all too well about this feeling. They didn't just lose, they quit trying to pretend they hadn't. To recap, they lost the arbitration fight. I told you so. Tried to reset the game by reopening the case. I told you, I had a feeling they would. Judge said no, you had your chance, told you so again. They appealed. Then, never mind, possibly to avoid another I told you so. If I had to guess, they realized this wasn't going to end in some surprise class action salvation. The 11th Circuit wasn't going to overrule well-established arbitration precedent because someone filed their arguments late and procedurally incorrect and got sad about it. This was a delay tactic from day one, and now I think even they know it was not working. So what's next? Well, if past behavior is any indication, I give it 60 days before they try to file something else. Either the same party or another one suing the same attorney and being advised by such. But as far as this case goes, it's gone. Final verdict: appeal voluntarily dismissed, case closed, rake returned to the tool shed. Coming up next on MMTLP, I can't believe this is real life. We explore the thrilling world of FOIA rejections, market manipulation, and why my spin drift now tastes like tears. Stay tuned for that post. And as always, blame Drew. And guys, yes, unfortunately, we've just lost one case. And it was, in my opinion, it was quite interesting case, especially if it succeeded in its terms to turn to the class action lawsuit. And let me remind you that it wasn't a classical class action lawsuit, because it was a class action lawsuit for just tiny number of people, less than 100 people. And in this case, this lawsuit potentially might be very beneficial for the class of plaintiffs who potentially were a part of this lawsuit. But unfortunately, it didn't happen, and we are here. And guys, no matter how many times you fall, the only thing that matters is how many times you stand up. And this is very important to understand, and that is why, guys, we are here. So let me show you another quite interesting post. First of all, I want to show you that basically for now we have a lot of hurricanes on the U.S. stock market, and here you can see that even Ken Griffin says that Trump's tariffs a huge mistake, hurting the middle class. And guys, definitely it is quite interesting to read this, to hear this statement from Ken Griffin, the person who allegedly was one of the most let's say important person in the entire game of short selling of US stocks. And definitely I think the market will recover within next several weeks, and from the technical standpoint, for my patrons, I definitely show the potential path for the recovery. And guys, believe me, it will happen within next couple of weeks, and if you want to know more about it, please join my Patreon. So, but I want to pay your attention to this tweet that was written by BusyBrands. And BusyBrands, if you don't know who this person is the MMTLP shareholder who is also trying to push our case forward, but through the non-litigational path to the resolution. And I told you multiple times that he was a part of a scandal inside the MMTLP community, but as I told you previously, I want to show you everything, and I am showing you at this exact moment everything from the MMTLP community. And that is why let me quote you this tweet. So BusyBrands wrote, "In recent years, several CEOs have actively addressed the issue of naked short selling. Naked shorting is a practice where investors sell shares they haven't borrowed, potentially manipulating stock prices and harming companies. Notable actions by some CEOs include David Nunes, CEO of Trump Media and Technology Group, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, Terry Lynch, CEO of Power Nickel, Rory J. Cutaia, CEO of Verb Technology Company, David Michery, CEO of Mullen Automotive, Roger Hamilton, CEO of Genius Group, Linda Power, CEO of Northwest Biotherapeutics." These CEOs' proactive measures highlight a growing trend among company leaders to address combat naked short selling, aiming to protect their company's stock prices and ensure fair market practices. But let's highlight David Nunes, the CEO of Trump Media and Technology Group and former US congressman from California. Mr. Nunes has publicly accused certain financial firms of engaging in naked short selling to manipulate the stock price of TMTG's shares traded under the ticker DJT. On April 23, 2024, Nunes sent a letter to Nasdaq CEO Adena T. Friedman expressing concerns about potential market manipulation through naked short selling. Mr. Nunes identified firms like Citadel Securities, View2 Americas, G1 Execution Services, and Jane Street Capital as responsible for over 60% of DJT trading volume. He highlighted that brokers might have financial incentives to lend non-existent shares due to high shorting premiums. Citadel Securities responded by criticizing Mr. Nunes, calling him a proverbial loser and denying any wrongdoing. Mr. Nunes ended his letter to Nasdaq CEO Adena T. Friedman by attaching the MMTLP Congressional Order open letter signed by 74 members of Congress. Naked short selling has been banned or restricted in several countries due to market manipulation and instability it can cause. Donald Trump has expressed interest in addressing various issues related to financial markets and regulation during his time in office. Will President Trump address naked short selling? President Donald Trump appointed David Nunes, the CEO of Truth Social and former U.S. congressman from California, as a chairman of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board. This board provides independent assessments of the effectiveness and propriety of the US intelligence community's activities. As of now, there is no public indication that David Nunes, in his new role as chairman of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board, will specifically address issues like naked short selling. His position focuses on intelligence matters and advising the President on the effectiveness and propriety of US intelligence activities. Naked short selling typically falls under financial market regulation, which would likely be addressed by other regulatory bodies like the SEC or Treasury Department rather than Intelligence Advisory Board. With DJT's, the President's own company stock, being affected via naked short selling, one would think naked short selling should be a top priority for regulators. Paul Atkins, appointed by President Donald Trump as the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission in December of 2024, has a history of addressing issues related to market manipulation, including naked short selling. In a 2006 speech, Atkins highlighted the SEC's role in combating fraudulent activities, schemes, and naked short selling, emphasizing the importance of directing enforcement resources to these areas to maintain market integrity. During his tenure as an SEC commissioner from 2002 to 2008, Atkins supported regulatory measures aimed at curbing abusive short-selling practices. The SEC enacted a regulation SHO in January 2005 to target such activities, requiring brokers to have borrowed shares before executing short sales and mandating timely delivery of sold securities. So guys, I have to admit that we have a set of news that potentially might lead us to some new updates in our case. And definitely it is quite interesting to read this statement about the potential involvement of Donald Trump and DJT in DJT case and David Nunes, who is trying to solve the problem of naked shorting of DJT by adding the case of MMTLP to case of DJT. And I showed you this letter several times. I don't know, do I have it somewhere in my top folders? Yes, this is this letter that was written on April 23rd. And here you can see the other, basically, let me quote it for you. The other attached letter signed by 74 members of Congress and relating to a separate incident of possible market manipulation, potentially including naked short selling, suggests that TMTG's experience is not unique. And he added the letter that was signed by 74 members of Congress and that is directly related to MMTLP. Guys, will it help us to see some kind of resolution? Only time will tell. And for now, guys, we have to use any possible path to the resolution. I told you multiple times, we don't have bad actions inside the MMTLP community, except those which made unprofessionally and unpolite. Guys, we have to be very professional and we have to respect our counterparties, no matter who these people are and who these entities are. Definitely, it is the key to the successful resolution of our case. And guys, I don't want to tell you that the resolution will be acceptable for everyone inside MMTLP community. Definitely, some people might not be happy with this resolution. And the only way how you can solve this problem is to file your own lawsuit. Otherwise, guys, if you don't have any resources to do so, or if you don't have, let's say, if the potential payments for your damages might not cover the payments for these litigation processes, definitely it is better to just stay aside from any litigation processes. But otherwise, guys, if you have any possible thoughts how you can help and what type of path we should choose in order to push our case even further, please let me know. And I'm here to help you to push this case forward, and I will do my best to do it.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap.